There once was a young man named Marcus who grew up in a tough neighborhood. He was often judged by his appearance, his size, and the color of his skin. People made assumptions about him based on those things alone, and it made him feel like he was. Marcus struggled with self-doubt and insecurities for a long time. He was constantly reminded of his failures and the times when he didn't measure up to others' expectations. But one day, he decided enough was enough. He stood in front of the mirror, and looked at the man staring back at him. "I'm not defined by my skin color, I'm not defined by my size, I'm not defined by my failures," he said to himself. "I'll learn to fail better. And I'll win better. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, and maybe not next month, but one thing is true. I will be a champion one day. I promise." From that day on, Marcus began to train harder than ever before. He didn't let the judgments of others bring him down. Instead, he used them as fuel to become better. He worked tirelessly to improve his skills, both physically and mentally. He surrounded himself with people who believed in him and encouraged him to keep going. There were times when he stumbled and fell, but he never stayed down for long. He picked himself up, dusted himself off, and kept moving forward. With each failure, he learned something new, and he used that knowledge to become stronger. Eventually, all of his hard work paid off. Marcus became a champion in his sport, and he proved to himself and the world that he was not defined by his skin color, size, or failures. He was defined by his determination and his refusal to give up. The journey was not easy, but Marcus learned that anything worth having was worth fighting for. He learned that success was not just about winning, it was about the journey and the lessons learned along the way. And most importantly, he learned that he was capable of achieving anything he set his mind to. So, whenever Marcus looked in the mirror, he smiled, knowing that he was a champion both inside and out. He was not defined by his past, but rather by the person he had become, strong, resilient, and determined to succeed. This story was inspired by a speech from a UFC champion Carrillo Moreno.
Only let me say something. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, and maybe not the next month. But only one thing is true. I will be champion one day, I promise.
I said I feel invincible. It's 100 niggas in the spot. It's 85 just to walk.